Good morning, students. In chapter 1, Living World, we studied about life, and we can say what are the different, we can say, hierarchy of classification, how we can classify into different group in different organism, and what are the characteristics of a life. Now our second chapter is a biological classification. Now we have to do what are the different group, or we can say what kind of different class we can divide all the organism, and what are they. That means they are plants, they are, we can say, animals, they are microbes, or whatever they are. So whenever we think about something living, then only two things come in your mind. One is any kind of plant, and one any kind of a animal. So we can divide all the living organism into two groups. One is of plants and another is of a animal. So Carlos Linnaeus in 1735 published the two kingdom system. That means he divided all the organisms or the living organism into two kingdom, that is into plants and animals, or we can say plantae or animalia. And his basis for the division is the basis of nutrition and locomotion. Basis of nutrition mean they are autotrophic or heterotrophic. We know that plants are autotrophic. And second is the locomotion. They can do locomote or not. That means they can change their place or not. So we all know that plant cannot move from one place to another place. So plants and animals. So Linnaeus divided into two groups. But due to the advancement of biology, technology, and the different classification, now we are following the system given by R.H. Whittaker. He has given this system in 1969. So first thing about why the requirement of this system. Linnaeus given only two systems where only plants and animals were there. In this system, Linnaeus included bacteria, photosynthetic bacteria, fungi, that means all the things with the cell wall, including only in the, we can say, plant kingdom. And other things like amoeba, paramecium, they are unicellular, they were in the animal kingdom. That means there is no place for prokaryotic, no place for eukaryotic, or we can say no place for unicellular. We know that there are unicellular prokaryote as well as unicellular eukaryote, and fungi are also there. So there were no separate place for we can say these organisms. If we talk about on the basis of cell wall, then cell wall is present in bacteria, cell wall is present in fungi, but the composition of cell wall in fungi, in bacteria, and in plants is different. And other things like fungi, they are with the cell wall. Plants are also with cell wall, but fungi are, we can say, they are heterotrophic in nature, and plants are autotrophic in nature. Then some, we can say, unicellular alga are also there, like Chlamydomonas. Okay, Chlamydomonas. This Chlamydomonas is a unicellular alga, and this were placed in the with the plant kingdom. So this is the unicellular alga. Now this unicellular alga placed in different group. In what group we have to discuss now. So according to R.H. Whittaker, sorry for interruption. So according to R.H. Whittaker, he has given a system in 1969, and he has given a system of 5 kingdoms. That means there were 5 different kingdoms. He has named them. One is Monera, second is Protista, third is Fungi, and fourth is Plantae, and fifth one is Animalia. So as we studied, like Linnaeus given the basis were nutrition and locomotion. Here the criteria given by Whittaker were cell structure. That means what type of cell is there, is eukaryotic or prokaryotic. Cell wall, what type of cell wall is there, it is there or not, or we can say membrane, like a nuclear membrane is there or not. As we see in prokaryotic, there is no nuclear membrane. So one character is cell structure, And second is thallus organization. That means body is differentiated into root, leaf, stem or rot in case of plant, or we can say in case of fungi. In case of fungi and we can say alga, the body is not divided into leaf, shoot and we can say root. So cell structure, then thallus organization. Then third is mode of nutrition. This mode of nutrition mean they are autotrophic or heterotrophic. Then fourth one is reproduction. Okay, what type of reproduction is there? How they reproduce, asexual, sexual, by the gametes or by the spores, so how they reproduce. And fifth one is phylogenetic relationship. This phylogenetic relationship mean we have to know about their evolution history, okay, how they are close with each other or how they are different, we can say diverse from each other. So that means about their evolution history we also have included this. So cell structure, thallus organization, mode of nutrition, reproduction and phylogenetic relationship, all 5 points clearly given in NCERT as such. So these are the criteria for RS Whittaker for 5 kingdom classification system. Then lineage, basis on nutrition and locomotion, and in 5 kingdom system their name are Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia. We have to follow this sequence only. If we have skipped any of one group और इंटरचेंज कर दिया तो गड़बड़ हो जाएगा सारा. So Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia. Now discuss one by one in the form of a table. Now see, these are the 5 kingdom: Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, Animalia, and these are the character like cell type, nuclear membrane, body organization, cell wall, mode of nutrition. So very first, this is the very simple rule, or we can say thumb rule in classification. As we move left to right, the advancement would be increased. I'm repeating again. As we can say move left to right, yani left to right, the advancement would be increased. That means Protista is advanced with respect to Monera, Fungi advanced with respect to Protista, Plantae with respect to Fungi, and Animalia with respect to Plantae. Now see, cell type. There are 2 types of cell type. One is known as prokaryotic and second is known as eukaryotic. So here the cell is a prokaryotic. Okay, and in Protista cell is a eukaryotic. Now all would be eukaryotic. Okay, here the cell is prokaryotic and here the cell is eukaryotic. So what is basic difference? That means we can divide all the organisms into 2 groups. One is with prokaryotic and second is with the eukaryotic. So Monera is prokaryotic and rest all organisms are eukaryotic. Now second is nuclear membrane. We know that in prokaryotic there is no nuclear membrane. So nuclear membrane is absent. Here nuclear membrane is present because it is eukaryotic. Then nuclear membrane present. So according to prokaryotic, eukaryotic, we can divide all the organism into prokaryotic and eukaryotic. So Monera prokaryotic में बाकी सारे eukaryotes हैं. Now third is body organization. That means how body is organized, is unicellular, multicellular, or how. So Monera they are with only, that means body is unicellular. Protista also unicellular, and this is the multicellular, then multicellular. Now see this, Monera and Protista both are unicellular, but what is basic difference between Monera and Protista? Monera is prokaryotic unicellular, whereas Protista is eukaryotic unicellular. So you can think the 2 examples in your mind. One is of bacteria and second is of amoeba. Bacteria is unicellular, amoeba is also unicellular, but bacteria is prokaryotic, that fall into the Monera. Then amoeba is eukaryotic, that would fall into the class of Protista. So this is the basic difference between Monera and Protista, that is both are unicellular, but Monera is prokaryotic and this is the eukaryotic. Now third is cell wall. Here cell wall is present in Protista. Cell wall also present in some group, we will discuss later. Then fungi cell wall is present, and in plant cell wall also present, but in animal cell wall is absent. So that means how these four group are different from animal, because in animal cell wall is absent, and here present in some only. That means not all protista do not have cell wall, but the basic difference between that means this cell wall is a non-cellulosic. Why I am talking about word cellulosic? Because cellulose word is the we can found this word in plant cell wall. That means this cell wall is made up of a cellulose. That means there is something different type of substance in the bacterial cell wall, or in case of Monera. Then here in fungi, this cell wall is made up of a chitin. Okay, and there is another type of little bit different kind of cell wall. Not we can say not true cell wall is there. Okay, something different type of thing is there, or we can say covering is there. So present but not but this is non-cellulosic. Then present here this is made up of chitin, and present here that is made up of cellulose. Okay, so in animal this is the absent. Then mode of nutrition. Bacteria or Monera can have all type of nutrition. They may be autotrophic, they may be heterotrophic, and they may be chemoautotrophic. That means different type of we can say mode of nutrition would be there. They may be autotrophic, they may be heterotrophic. The protista also, they may be, some may be autotrophic, some may be heterotrophic. Okay, then fungi, they are purely heterotrophic. If you remember, there are three major different types of heterotrophic mode of nutrition, like saprophytic, parasitic, and holozoic. If you remember, in class 10 we have studied about these different types of mode of nutrition. Parasitic, as we seen in Cuscuta, saprophytic, as we seen in the fungi like bread mold and mushroom, and holozoic in case of amoeba and human being. So they are mainly with the saprophytic mode of nutrition. Then plantae, that means we know that plants are only and only autotrophic, and we animals are heterotrophic. But what kind of heterotrophic is there? We can say holozoic. What type of nutrition is there? Holozoic. Now see, fungi and plantae. See the difference between, we have seen difference between Monera and protista. What is the difference? Prokaryotic, eukaryotic. Now see difference between fungi and plantae. Both are eukaryotic, nuclear membrane present, both are multicellular, both are with cell wall, but the composition of cell wall, chemical composition of cell wall is different. And most important difference is that plants are autotrophic and fungi are heterotrophic. Now see, same fungi and Animalia. Fungi both are eukaryotic, both are multicellular, both we can say nuclear membrane present, multicellular body is there, both are heterotrophic. But major difference between, we can say, fungi and Animalia is the presence or absence of a cell wall. So in animal kingdom there is no cell wall. So these are the different, this table is given in your book. So cell type, prokaryotic, eukaryotic, nuclear membrane absent or present, then body organization unicellular, we can say multicellular, then cell wall present, absent, or what type of cell wall is there, then mode of nutrition autotrophic, heterotrophic, or what type of autotrophic, heterotrophic mode of nutrition is there. So this system is we are following nowadays, given by R.H. Whitaker in 1969, 5 kingdom system. Okay, so in which we place unicellular eukaryotic in Monera, unicellular prokaryotic in Monera, unicellular eukaryotic in Protista, then cell wall heterotrophic in fungi, then autotrophic in, we can say, plantae, and without cell wall we will count in the Animalia. Okay, I hope you now got this. Okay, thank you.